one of the things that we apply a lot of our creative thinking and innovation to as a species is extending and improving the quality of our lives. Well, I met somebody not long ago who was camped next to us in the desert in southern Utah, northern Arizona area. And this person has some things to teach us. She had just the day before finished a 9-mile hike in the desert, bushwhacking, not on a trail, with her son. They do this all the time on a regular basis. They camp in a tent on the ground. They were camped right next to us. And her son was 68. Wait for it. Helen Stewart was 90. And I think she has something to teach us all. So I'll share that. I hope you enjoy meeting her as much as I did.
Yeah. So you were going to tell me a story.
Okay, introducing my grandson. I'm Helen Stewart, and my grandson was staying with us just for a visit, and we have a hot tub, and he loves to sit in the hot tub. And Grandpa was making chocolate pancakes, and I says, well, it's time Grandpa's making chocolate pancakes. Well, I'm just going to sit in the hot tub. And I said, well, I'm just going to leave and I'm never coming back. And I left the house and I thought, what have I done to my grandson's psyche? He's going to have to go to therapy.
That's right. Right. Yeah. Well, like I asked you, have you ever met a perfect parent? Or a perfect grandparent?
No.
No.
I don't know. Nobody's really perfect.
Right.
We all try.
Yeah.
But
I've met parents and grandparents that
humans.
I would like to be more like.
Yeah.
I hold them up as someone to aspire to be. But
I think we mellow out of the age. Otherwise, you're a grumpy old person. Nobody wants to be around him.
What do you mean by mellow out? What happened? How do you mean that?
Well, you appreciate life the longer you live.
Yeah.
And you learn from everything. Everything's an experience. Everything teaches you. People teach you. Other people's stories, like you told me a lovely story of a woman that changed situations. And I think maybe we kind of get humble. We don't think we're the most important people in the world. We probably reach out to others.
Yep.
We know that we can learn new things. There's technology. I'm 90 this week, and I can't do a computer or a phone.
Well,
and I give
that's
up.
what you outsource to the young
I'm
ones.
from the Civil War days, and I don't
The
care.
Civil War
I
days.
really don't care.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's interesting you talk about as you've gotten older, you've gotten more humble, and out of that humility, if you call it that, you've been willing to reach out to others for what they might have for you versus only trying to find it inside of yourself.
Or I'm ready to listen to new ideas and things and change or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know, I think about you and what I've learned of you just in the short time that we've met each other in a campsite next to each other.
Yeah, right.
Near the Arizona.
In the middle of nowhere,
Arizona, Utah border.
Yeah, we don't know where we are. We
that's right.
couldn't figure it
the
out.
The time thing
they could never
keeps changing
figure
on the phone, right? But so yesterday, here in this environment, and it's an amazing environment where we are. You two did a 9-mile hike, and it's just, I hear the stories, and it's, you're doing some really good stuff, and it's been impressive in terms of it.
I call it Mother Nature's sculpture garden, and wherever you are, it's beautiful.
That's interesting. So Mother Nature's sculpture garden. And that's this.
It's wherever you are, it's beautiful.
Yep, it is. Now, do we always, I'm always been curious about this. It's like, this works for me, being in the outdoors.
Yeah.
But there were times where I had to work in New York City. I had an office there. And, it's a city. but I seem to still be able to find some of the same things I find out here there. Do we have to go into the great outdoors, as they say, or do we have to go into wilderness in order to find what you and I find in this environment? You know, does everybody have to come out here?
Well, we're in a scary time where everybody could make you ill. And being around people, and when we weren't around people for like a whole year, and I still wear my mask a lot of places,
Yep.
Because you want to protect your life. You still feel value. You feel like you want to live.
Yep.
And I think nature gives it more, because what we're scared of right now is wars and people and people that aren't getting along with you, and we're also divided with politics and things. And trees don't talk back, and your wind does. You know, birds are beautiful. And the animals are beautiful. And wherever we've gone, we see elk and we see deer and we see life. And they get along. They only kill for survival. They only harm if they are going to be harmed. And it's a simple life. And you just go back to a simple life. You would be peaceful, even in the city. And maybe you should, like when I go to the supermarket, I'm always making friends. And other people don't. They don't talk to anybody, and you learn something from someone else, and you cheer them up a little bit if you think they're down. And I think everybody should try to just get along and get over whatever is bothering them, because they're creating illness. Stress makes you sick.
Yep.
More than diseases.
Yeah. There's so many things, like part of my practice, you know, meaning that, you know, my spiritual practice is that I try to bring a smile to as many people's faces as I possibly can, including one of the places where I do that practice most uniquely, a lot of people, like you say, don't do it, is in the grocery store. And I have, you know, Julie is constantly saying to me as she travels with us, you know, you're just so wackadoodle and crazy, but it brings a smile to people's faces.
Well, this one woman had all kinds of treats, you know, and I said, oh, it looks like somebody's going to have a luncheon. She says, no, I'm just with myself. Why can't I treat myself? I says, if you want cherry cake, sure, why not? Treat yourself. And it put a smile on her face, because evidently she doesn't have a lot of people to celebrate with. Which is sad, you know, in a way.
So there's another probable key, certainly gives me hope, is, you know, I continue to do the kind of things that you've done. You know, I've got, you got 90, so math is, my brain doesn't work well for math, but I'm 65, so you've got 25 years on me, right? So if I can figure out how to, what you're reinforcing is that I'm doing some of the right things and not as many of the wrong things, right? I bet you eat healthier than I do, but
I try. No,
but still, I don't think. I think the likelihood is that from everything I've read in the science and what you're an anecdotal example of, is that you keep the positive attitude, you stay humble, you stay curious. I love the way you said it. The ones that. You expressed it the way you're saying that the ones that hold grudges or something like that, they're the ones that become the crotchety old ones. And the ones that kind of keep a positive attitude and understand that we're all screw-ups one way or the other. And so when you see somebody else's screw up, it's like, it's hard to be judgmental of it.
Oh, of course.
You know?
And we shouldn't be judgmental of people.
No. There's an expression, the most quoted expression from me is that I've said, and it came out of my mouth almost like I was channeling it from some other wise elder, because I was too young to know this, but I still said it. I said, there is no such thing as a grown-up. There are just growing-ups.
And I hope I never grow up.
Yeah, there are growing-ups and stuck people. I really believe in Santa Claus,
and there's no reason not to. It works better because people give you stuff.
And I'm betting that those crotchety ones that we both know, who are dying younger than us in many cases, they're crotchety in part because they stopped growing.
I think so,
You know?
yeah.
They stopped being growing ups.
I guess. I don't know why people can't change. Well, they have to want to change. And so that's the reason is they think they're perfect or something.
Right, or something, yeah. Or they're too afraid of the change, like they fantasize about what going through the change would be, and that's scarier than dealing with what I'm dealing with right now, so I don't want to do the work.
Well, the thing is, if they'd get off other people's lives and just concentrate on what makes them happy.
Sorry, but
Every day I get up and I told your wife this, and she had me repeat it 3 times, I guess, so now I can't probably remember it. But anyway, I get up to get the morning paper, and I say, my life isn't slipping away. I'm here to play again today. And I say that every morning, and every day is a new day, and every day is going to be a great day, and I make it that way. And you can too. And everybody, no matter who you are, in poverty, and actually some people that live in poverty are happier people than live in your New York City condominiums. Because they're trying to pay the bills.
Yep. Say your start the day saying one more time. I know, it's like on the spot.
I know.
You're going to get the newspaper.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
My life is not slipping away. I'm here to play again today.
My life is not slipping away. I'm here to play again today.
Yes, and every
That's
day is a
beautiful.
play day. And that's what you have to think about is that this is your life. You have a chance to have a good time. Why not take it?
I'm going to leave it right there.